Hi, everyone. I want to recap yesterday's Adult Forum conversation, which was centering on the topic of listening in love and speaking in love, especially as we go to family gatherings and gatherings with friends and coworkers over the holidays. But yesterday in that conversation, folks shared many good stories and examples of how they listen or have been listened to in love. And one of them really sticks out, and I want to share it with you. One member of the congregation is dealing with something very difficult with her father. He has Alzheimer's, and they have had a pattern of looking at family pictures with him and talking with him about those memories. And so they say, "Dad, remember when we did this?" And it's been really frustrating because Dad doesn't remember those events. This member of the congregation heard a story on NPR while she was listening to that station, in which they talked about how there's this new idea that you sit down with somebody with Alzheimer's, and instead of trying to get them to remember something in the past, you look at magazine pictures of people nobody knows, and you talk about what you think might be going on in that picture. And this allows people to connect with their loved one who's dealing with Alzheimer's in a really different way that's more engaged and in the moment and less based on that frustrating practice of trying to remember what can't be remembered. As she shared that, it absolutely moved me. I understood that not only do we hear God speak through Scripture and through prayer, but sometimes we can facilitate an opening to the radio, giving us a way forward in a relationship or a way forward in a place where we need more love and need a new way to be. That got our group into a conversation about family patterns and communicating and how we can be really loving with one another. And another member shared a conversation about what it means to rebuke somebody from an experience she had with a rabbi that was really wonderful as well, and how a rebuke could be a really loving and creative thing. So the last thing I want to say about our conversation yesterday is we discussed what it would be like to interrupt or disrupt patterns in our family dynamics and in the ways we have communicated over the years so that our internal wisdom could experiment a little bit in those relationships and patterns and give life to something new and perhaps healthier. And we gave one another permission to do that, and we reminded one another that when we make those kinds of changes or when we engage in those experiments in family dynamics, we are wise to expect a little sabotage or pushback because family systems do not like to change necessarily. And my prayer for everyone in our congregation and everyone who is observing this is that whatever little tweak or experiment